Stick to the way of nature cultural building of the second home, now new oasis for life. Part 7. Xiefeng, February 2, 2010. The main path is easy to walk on, yet people love the small bypaths. Tao is worshipped and Te is exalted, without anyone's order but is so of its own accord. Tao models itself after nature. Tao Te Ching. The way of the greatest creator is the way of nature, and the way of nature is the union between man and the universe, the union of different methods, the way of being a man, the way of light, the way of great peace, the way of joy, pleasure, freedom and happiness, and the easiest, simplest, and nearest and cheapest way to the 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, Elysium world, and the celestial island continent. Adherence to the way of nature is a distinguishing feature of the culture of the second home. How can we adhere to the way of nature? Everything and every phenomenon in nature is the cell and word of the greatest creator. We should hold nature in esteem and awe, love nature. We should not damage nature. We should blend into nature and live in harmony with nature and share prosperity with nature. The universe and nature is the palace hall of the greatest creator. Therefore, the second home will not build churches, temples, monasteries, and other places for the worshiping of the greatest creator. Worshipping nature is worshiping the greatest creator, and showing awe and respect to nature is showing awe and respect to the greatest creator. The second home shall not make sculptures and carvings for the worshiping of the greatest creator. Worshipping everything and every phenomenon in nature is worshiping the greatest creator. Feel the gratitude for the greatest creator from the depth of heart. Spurn different forms of worshiping, burn no incense, no paper money, and do not kowtow. Do not use animal or any other creatures as offerings and sacrifices. Begin labor at the rise of the sun, and stop at the setting of the sun. Get up at dawn and clean the courtyard. Rear, survive, live, and die according to the law of nature. With the exception of Tomb Sweeping Day, Dragon Boat Festival, Mid-Autumn Festival, Spring Festival, and the like, which are closely associated with nature, the second home does not celebrate any other man-made holidays. Have dinner when one feels hungry and go to sleep when one feels tired. When cultivating oneself, Chanyuan Celestial follows the law of nature. Chanyuan Celestials will have meal when they feel hungry, go to sleep when they feel tired, engage in entertainment when he has a desire for it, and go to work when it is time for it. They will not break the law of nature or build luxury dwelling places. They will be thrifty in food and do not eat rare and expensive delicacies. They do not value objects difficult to obtain. They do not wear diamond rings, do not envy man-made works of art, do not cultivate magical arts, do not pursue special skills, do not seek shortcuts. They spurn any form of cultivation that is against the law of nature. What one says should be based on facts. What one does should be based on scientific and objective laws. What one reasons should be based on logic. Give up any form of superstition, such as dialogue with deity, communion with higher soul, speaking via deities, and talking in the name of the greatest creator, God and spirits. Do not practice magic and wonder. Do not show off special skills. Do not pass on strange tales. Do not pass off as Jesus Christ or Buddha. Keep a distance from ghosts and deities. Do not tell fortunes. Do not make predictions. Do not practice the ritual of expelling the ghost and calling back the spirit of the dead. Do not practice witchery. Do not practice theurgy. And do not wear special garments and accessories that mark one's statuses. Be natural in everything and free from any affectedness. The more prohibitions there are, the poorer the people become. The sharper weapons there are, the greater the chaos in the state. The more skills of technique, the more cunning things are produced. The greater the number of statutes, the greater the number of thieves and brigands. Tao Te Ching. Therefore, on the basis of observing rules, we should break with any taboo. The home does not possess any other devices, except for those used in production, life, and entertainment, does not produce and possess swords, spears, and other weapons, does not encourage people to learn strange skills, and does not make rules and statutes. Everything follows the law of nature. Tao models itself after nature. Therefore, following the way of nature and upholding the way of nature means following the way of the greatest creator and following the way of life. The way of nature is like the bright sunlight of spring, with good weather and fresh breeze and good luck and harmony. The way of nature is simple and easy to carry out, and will become brighter and brighter, more and more noble, and more perfect. The way of nature is not only the way of man, but also the way of celestial being. As long as we stick to and follow the way of nature, in the long term we will most certainly attain deity celestial being and super celestial being.